So after fixing the zipper, we fix the sides, pocket and the sides to the zipper. So this time around I want to fix lining on the base, and after fixing lining on the base I will add it to the sides pockets that are fixed on the zipper. So that's going to complete our gusset, and at the end of the fixing it's going to give us a kind of round shape like a wheel. So you see it when I'm done. So we are right into it already. This is the side pocket. I'm going to fix the lining. I've fixed the lining, I've trimmed it, so I'm just going to fix the side, the base through the side. How am I going to do it? That is why I left the lining like this, because I'll use it to turn it. Just watch what I did here. You place it here like so. Make sure it's not on the pocket. You are not sewing on the pocket. You now bring the lining on it like this. If it refuses to stay, just take your pin and pin it down. So it's going to stay like this, but just take a pin and pin it down. So that's how you're going to sew it. You sew, after which you just turn it out. You see how it's going to look after sewing it. Just going to repeat the same thing on the other side. Then your gusset is ready. This side strap is what we call gusset. The right English for it is gusset. Why sometimes we just use that word side strap. I think we're still talking about the same thing. So you see how neat it looks now. It's neat. So you can choose to top stitch, but me, I didn't top stitch. I don't think it was necessary because it is relaxed. Top stitching is actually to make your leather or your fabric to relax, but this one is relaxed. So the next thing I did was I sew the side to the lining. I sew it down so that it will not disturb me or move when I'm trying to fix it to the main body of the bag. I'll sew it on both sides, and then I will now fix the other side and repeat the same thing. So I sew it on both sides. I trim off the excess. The lining was bigger than the side, so I trim off the excess just to make it equal. So I want to repeat the same thing on this other side now. So just bring it back the base again and do the same thing. You place it on that ending. Use your lining. Place your lining on top of it by turning it, so it will help the place to turn inside, and it will make it look very neat. This is what I was actually talking about. You see how round it look now? That's the gusset. That is what we're going to fix on our side. That is what is going to connect our back panel and front panel together. So what I did was I joined the upper part, which has the zipper, together. I fold it into two, just only the upper part, and notch the midpoint. I've done that previously, even before I started fixing the base. So I've done that. I think even before I made the side, I made a video on that in my previous video, so that I don't get confused about the midpoint. So I have the midpoint and I have the midpoint of my back panel. I choose to fix the back panel first. It doesn't really matter. You can choose whichever you want to fix first. So I have not trimmed this other side pocket that I fixed last, but I'm still going to trim it, because it's very important you trim it so that it doesn't affect your sewing, it doesn't disturb you. So I'm just going to sew around. It's not really easy for me to capture everything here because of the camera, with the position the camera is, but there's no big deal there. You can choose to pin it down all around before sewing, because it's not really easy, because you're going to be sewing something very thick. So if you pin it down, it will help you, so it will make your job easier. I think I should use that word. To make your job easier. So you can pin it down before sewing. You can pin it round before sewing. So that's what I did here. So right now I'm going to be fixing the front panel. I've told you you can choose whichever you want to fix first. All you need to do is just to get everything fixed. So I'm done with fixing the back panel. I'm fixing the front panel right away. And as I've done that now, I'll just match the notch part of the front panel with the, because I notched the midpoint of the front panel at the upper part, and the notched part of the upper part of the zipper, I'll just place it there and sew. If you do not notch this part I'm talking about, it might affect you if you are not careful. Maybe the back panel will turn to the other side and the front panel will turn to the another side. So that's why the notches are important. Right now I'm done fixing it. There's no big deal in fixing it. Just to put it and trace it and sew it is very easy. We have been doing this in the front panel, so I didn't bother to show the video to avoid a long video. So the next thing now, I'm going to use my 1 inch belt. I